That's a lot of sugar. What's up, everybody? Jerry here with another 5-Minute Fitness Friday. And today we are going to figure out the easiest thing you could do to possibly eliminate 50 pounds of sugar out of your diet. But before we get to that, let's get the timer up and running so that I can make sure to pack this into 5 minutes for you so I don't have to go out and do some craziness today. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and go time. To begin, we're going to talk about why it's so hard to get off of sugar in the first place. There are a couple of things that happens whenever you eat sugar, especially when you eat it in abundance. Your body releases these feel-good hormones whenever you eat sugar, and it becomes addicted to it over time. And the more sugar that you eat, the less sensitive your body is to those hormones, which means your body needs more of it in order to get its fix, if you will. So that's one way that your body becomes addicted to sugar over time. It becomes hard to get off of sugar if you're trying to do so. The other way, which is actually relatively new to our understanding of why it's hard to get off of sugar, is that your tongue perceives the sweetness of sugar based on how much sugar you have in your diet on a regular basis. So for instance, if you don't eat a lot of sugar on a regular basis, and then you have something sweet, say on the weekend, your tongue is going to perceive it as more sweet than if you do have a lot of sugar in your diet. So that's actually pretty interesting because you're going to need, again, more sweetness to get that fix for your tongue, if you will. So really your body's kind of working against you as you're trying to get sugar out of your diet. But you want to be able to get 50 pounds of sugar at least out of your diet, and that's not even all the sugar that most people have. If you want to get 50 pounds of sugar, there's one thing that you can do to start to eliminate or reduce to get it out of your diet. And as I unpack this, first I'm going to check my watch. I have plenty of time. As I unpack this, there's one thing that you can start to eliminate out of your diet in order to get this 50 pounds out, and that is sugary drinks. Sugary drinks. Now, this is just a sample of sugary drinks. There are other sugary drinks, of course, but these are probably the most popular ones. And some of these are perceived as healthy because of their name or just how they're related to. So Gatorade, for instance, is perceived as healthy because it's a sports drink. So it seems like it should be healthy for you, right? Vitamin water is another good example. And then apple juice is probably the biggest example. But if you start to reduce these, again, you could get up to 50 pounds of sugar out of your diet. 50 pounds within a 12 month, excuse me, you're not having 50 pounds in a day. 50 pounds in a year is what the average person who, if you drink 2 soft drinks or 2 sugary drinks a day, you could have up to 50 pounds of sugar in your diet in a year's time. That way you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about 50 pounds of sugar. So these are actually ordered in number of grams of sugar per 12 ounces. The Rockstar drink is the highest, 40.5 grams of sugar per 12 ounce. The second highest is apple juice, 39.6 grams of sugar per 12 ounces. The soft drink, of course, we all expect to be high, but we don't expect the apple juice to be higher than that. That's 39 grams of sugar per 12 ounce. The Gatorade is 21 grams of sugar, and then the vitamin water, 16.2 grams of sugar per 12 ounces. So as you see, there's a lot of sugar sitting in front of me. And if you're having a couple of these things in one day, at one time, then it can accumulate very quickly. So think about slowly taking these things out of your diet or just having them maybe on special occasions. You can start very simply. If you have 2 a day, if you're that person who has 2 a day, just cut it back to maybe 1 a day. Do that for a couple weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then cut it back to maybe half a day and just sip it throughout the day. Whatever you can do to slowly inch that away, it is going to be very beneficial for not only your diet, not only for your sugar consumption, but for your health overall, because sugar is really what can keep weight on you over the long term. And not only weight, but can also cause other metabolic processes to happen in your body and cause issues as you age. Okay? So think about that. Think about slowly eliminating these sugary drinks. And with that, I still have 22 seconds to ramble on, but I'll save you from the misery. This is the easiest way for you to start to cut sugar down and get calories lower so that you can reach your health and fitness goals, whatever that means to you. Do yourself a favor, rid yourself of these things, and eliminate 50 pounds of sugar from your diet so that you can start to reach your health and fitness goals. That's all I got to say about that. That right there is a lot of sugar.